As many of you guys know, I've made a lot of try-on videos for this channel, trying on all kinds of affordable wedding dresses that I bought online. And recently I've been trying to sell back some of those dresses on Facebook Marketplace because as much as I would like to, I cannot wear 10 dresses to my wedding. And also because some of those dresses were not super flattering on me or just didn't suit the kind of wedding that I'm gonna be having. So not all of us brides want to be purchasing $1,000, $2,000 plus wedding dress, or a wedding dress that costs as much as a decent used car would cost on something that essentially we'll be wearing for a few hours, like half a day, thousands of dollars for one day. And yes, you could always buy an expensive wedding dress with plans to resell it afterward, but then my feeling with that is that you always have to be extra careful on your wedding day about not spilling anything on your dress and like sweating and dancing and all that. And I just want to like be able to live comfortably in my wedding dress and not have to worry about messing it up so that I can resell it. So with all of my experience, I want to recommend 5 places that I would buy a wedding dress from online that have both super unique dresses that are budget friendly and beautiful and that have good return policies, because that is also important when you're buying a dress online. But don't be like me and miss your return windows and then have to sell your wedding dresses on Facebook Marketplace. And naturally, this is nowhere near an exhaustive list of wedding dress shops. I'm only recommending places today that I have personally tried myself. I don't want to recommend places that I haven't actually ordered from. So I'm limiting this list to just 5 online shops. In attempts to be more helpful, I will put some honorable mentions at the end of this video of wedding dress places that look really, really beautiful, that I would like to try, that I plan on doing try-on videos for, but that I just haven't gotten to yet. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking at the websites here along with you guys so I can kind of give my opinions about some of the things that I'm talking about and you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the reason LULUS is on this list should be pretty obvious. If you've never shopped at LULUS before, it's just very affordable. All of their wedding dresses, or maybe not all of their wedding dresses, but many of them are like in the $80 to $200 range, and they're really beautiful. I think at this point I've tried on like 15 or so wedding dresses from LULUS, and those range from like pretty casual to formal to fancier, and you can tell it does matter how much you spend on the dresses in my experience. So I've gotten a dress that was a little bit more expensive, maybe like, oh, I can't remember now, in the like $140, $150 range. And that one was, I would say, like much higher quality. It was thicker. It had like structure in the dress itself, as opposed to dresses that I bought on LULUS that were like $50, and those tend to be shorter dresses. They have like one layer of material to them. So you do get what you pay for in that sense. Although I will say that LULUS seems to have all sorts of sales all the time. So I've gotten some of my dresses from LULUS for super, super cheap, including under $25. I made a video where I tried on, actually 2 videos where I tried on a bunch of LULUS dresses and a jumpsuit that were all under $25. So just like get on their mailing list and you'll get all kinds of great deals like that. I'm just looking now, even I just jumped on their website and there was a pop-up immediately for 15% off. So you can get really good deals here. And you'll see they have just like all kinds of different styles. I can't even look at this website because I want to buy all the dresses. Okay, now I want to talk about number 2, which is arguably the dress company that I'm most excited about, that I was most excited to discover when I first discovered them, and that is BLUSHFASHIon. So again, I have a whole separate video all about my BLUSHFASHIon try-on that if you're interested, go check that out. This brand totally wins the award for the most personal of the affordable wedding dress companies that I've tried on. I had personal interactions with the designer, and I believe the experience is even more personal if you order a dress with exact measurements, which you can do on BLUSHFASHIon. It also has the softest material. Like, I don't know how to emphasize this enough. It's like you're wrapped in a blanket. It's like you're wearing pajamas. I found BLUSHFASHIon to be the most unique in terms of the boho designs that they have on their website, the dresses with sleeves. I happen to be pretty obsessed with wedding dresses that have sleeves. They have two-piece options. They have dresses that have pockets, comfortable dresses with pockets, like get out of here. They also have a really beautiful curve and plus size collection. And besides this just being like a personal wedding dress style that I really, really love, I just love that there's a wedding dress company out there that has affordable wedding dresses, like under $500 wedding dresses that are ethically made, fair trade dresses, and with like a designer that you can interact with. And I feel like that's not always, it's not typically the case in wedding dress shopping. The third option on my list is ASOS wedding dresses, another wedding dress company that I just wasn't familiar with. I guess like if you're not in the hunt for wedding dresses, you just don't know about these things until you kind of jump into it. So ASOS is another one that I found out about this year. And ASOS is kind of like a funkier, cool sort of just clothing shop in general, but they also sell wedding dresses. And the wedding dress that I got happened to be one from a brand called Anaya, I believe, and it was made out of recycled plastic. So that was pretty cool. And the price range looks like it's mostly in the $1 to $200, or sorry, £1 to 200 pound. I think this is a UK based store range, but they have wedding dresses with sleeves, a lot of boho styles, which I really like. They've got some two pieces, they have curve options. So definitely check out ASOS if you haven't already, for simple wedding dresses, for casual weddings, but I think also for fancier weddings out there. I said that this video was for simple wedding dresses, but looking at a lot of these dresses, including the ones from LULUS and BLUSHFASHIon, you could definitely wear these to a fancier wedding in my opinion. And as usual guys, I'm putting links to all of these wedding dresses, bridal companies down below in the description. The fourth option that I really love is Nordstrom. I would never have thought that Nordstrom would have really beautiful wedding dresses, but here we are. In particular, the Nordstrom dress that I tried on, which was this off the shoulder like corset dress with a really unique top. The top was kind of like a different color from the bottom. This dress in particular, I just love. I was gonna say loved, but I still have it. I still own it. I don't know what to do with it because it's not really like what I had in mind for a wedding dress. The bottom is not, I really like trains and the bottom is kind of simple. So I don't know what to do with it, but I love it. But anyways, like it's just really figure flattering and beautiful and unique. And I wouldn't have thought that I could find something like that from Nordstrom. So don't count Nordstrom out. I just did a search for Nordstrom wedding dresses in Google and it popped up a whole bunch of black wedding dresses. Okay guys, use my link. I'm gonna put a link to the white wedding dresses on Nordstrom down below because apparently it's like harder than I thought to find the white wedding dresses on Nordstrom's website. Maybe it's because I'm on the Canadian site. So again, a place where you can find cheap wedding dresses, simple, flattering, high quality wedding dresses. Who knew? And the last one, number 5, I put this one on my list because I think it just has a special place in my heart. This is one I didn't recently discover, I've known about for a really long time, but I put it last for a specific reason. So this one is MODCLOTH. And I love MODCLOTH because it has like vintage inspired designs and like quirky, unique outfits and pieces. Just, it's like a clothing store in general. But I put it last because their wedding collection or like bridal collection is really, really small. There's not a whole lot to choose from. Maybe that'll change in the future. Here's hoping. And the dress that I got from them was a short, adorable, like daisy sleeved wedding dress. Maybe it wasn't really considered a wedding dress, but I think it's perfect for a courthouse wedding. And so if you're looking for something really unique and special, I would look on MODCLOTH. As a runner-up on this list, I'm gonna go ahead and put Amazon. Amazon wedding dresses, yes, you would be surprised. I only tried on a beach wedding dress from Amazon and I wasn't super happy with it just because it was really just like a summer dress. It wasn't anything really fancy or special, But since buying that dress, I've seen so many other brides in Facebook groups getting Amazon wedding dresses and being really happy with them. A lot of them required alterations, so I really wouldn't expect to like order a fancy wedding dress from Amazon. I think they're like in the $100, $200 range, and expect it to fit perfectly. You're probably gonna have to get at least a few alterations. And then dress companies, online wedding dress companies that I've heard are really great, but that I just haven't tried yet, are Coco Melody, JJ's House, and David's Bridal. So I'm planning on trying dresses from those places soon, hopefully. What other online wedding dress shops have you guys heard of or tried out that you think are really great? Let me know in the comments down below. If this video was helpful for you guys, please remember to like it, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!